Peace to the pimp and Mama Wes. I can't believe I'm even dropping this, man. To the trip.
I see that beautiful suit from Brandon Tillery.
I know I ain't the only one, but I miss you. Let's go.
Y'all know why we here.
Independent on the mission, yeah, my hustle done risen. On the block, push the music, I done made a decision. Riley beat pulled up, and he copped that disc. I probably sold about 40, but that sale was mint. The next day he came back, I'm like, what's up, Riley B? He said the disc went hard. You ever met Mama C? I'm like, nah, who is that? He said, Pimp C's mom. I explained your situation, she said, stop by tomorrow. I'm like, cool, kept pushing, yeah, I'm back on the grind. The following day I stopped by, and she blew my mind. Described the role that she played with that UGK. I'm like, damn, all this knowledge right here in PA. She asked if I had management, I was like, what's that? She said, baby, I'll manage it. I'm like, what's next? So we sat in the kitchen, talked for hours and hours. Intelligent is how she spoke in a word power. Yeah, man, you know, if you ever sat in that kitchen and talked to Mama, she was the most intelligent, down-to-earth person, you know what I'm saying?
About to get into it, man.
And
then we got Jesus Trevino off in this thing. Long live Mama Wes. Know what I'm talking about? I had to break out. The general.
Small shows, plenty road, me and Mama see rockin'. And the way we got along, I didn't see no stopping. Baked chicken and gumbo were specialties. That nigga German chocolate case, how she titled it G. We had a 4-year run, proud of Pimp coming home. But then the love and the bond, it was oh so strong. She was excited like a kid when they freed her baby. She had a glow on her face, man, that day was crazy. Running errands, picking up, collecting gifts for C. Boys knew that I was down, so they sent it by me. I used to bring her to visit Pimp, but them days was over. My nigga at the Walls unit, just waiting to hold her. I met him back at the house on that Shreveport Street. It was me and Mama Wes and that damn Pimp C. My nigga dapped and bear hugged me, and it went like this. He said, thanks for all you did, and we about to get rich.
Yeah.
Say, man, my life changed that day, man. You know what I'm saying? When I walked in that house, it's like the kitchen was glowing. Mama had a big smile on her face.
Big smile.
She like, he in the game room.
Yup.
I walked in there, man, and seen my nigga. I knew life was finna be different.
Real different.
We started rocking, man. It was from that day on, it was a brand new journey.
Yeah.
Niggas got in Pimp's ears saying that I was phony. Yeah, my nigga searched me over and all he found was real. Hell yeah, we used to argue, that's the way of the trill. Private parties at the house, the host Chad Butler on his select few veils. How you knew he had love for you. Plenty shows, traveling, cars, planes, and trains. I'm trying to live in my dream. Man, this shit was insane. Started UGKRecords, said I would go out third. I'm like, I don't give a shit as long as I get heard. Gave me the job over merch and it's opening act. Some days I play security or I grab them bags. Whatever was the task, I did that shit proud. I do that shit again and I say that shit loud. Everything was going great, Grammy noms and stars. Pimp got 2 bent and I got 3 cars. We came up, man, you know what I'm saying? Just like my nigga said, man. We was on it, man. I'm
about the realest shit I ever wrote, my nigga.
And automobiles. All the UGK posse, man. Still got love for y'all, man. Bun B, hold your head.
The realest shit I ever wrote, man. We got Mr. Maine off in here, man.
Mama C never changed, just had a smile on her face. Her and Heather booking shows, man, the fam was straight. We was rising from the climb, but doing that rise. My nigga Pimp flew to Cali and out there he died. Mama called us all the babies, but her heart was broken. Ain't nothing could repair that wound left open. She shed so many tears and I held her up. It was the worst day ever, man, that shit was rough. We tried to get back cracking, but she just wasn't in it. Told me to fly that flag, go out representing. I moved the datas and push hard, and we stayed connected. Hezeleo motherfuckers
of that UGKRecords.
6 years gone by, yeah, we built the Listine. I started Trill Gang Click, 17, we had planned to reapproach. That's when she got sick. Told me give her 12 weeks and she'll be back in the mix. Damn, man. We didn't even make it to 12 weeks. You know what I'm saying? A few weeks passed. And Rhonda called me one Thursday saying, man, you need to get down here, man. Mama having trouble breathing and shit. I shot my team some instructions, and the next morning I hopped in the whip, and I smashed the PA. By the time I got there, she was on a breathing machine, you know what I'm saying? I stayed down there about 3-4 days, and it just went downhill from there. I got a chance, you know what I'm saying, to talk to her and hold her hand, tell her how much I loved her and I appreciate her. Pops, keep your head up, man. My nigga Trey was there. Really deep. Nigga 2 Chainz came through. Trill nigga. Bum was right there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was right there in the last hour. See, salute to Angie, Ed, Big One, Truck, Bird, Julie Beverly, and Lil Chad, man. That boy stood firm, man. Ain't no way I could have handled that shit, man. No way. I know your daddy proud of you, man. And Lil Cora, I love you, boy. Lil Heath. Lil Trey, man. Still UGKRecords over here. Love you, mama.
Welcome back to the Trillcast, man. You know what I mean? It's your boy Hezeleo.
Power off.
Now, what I thought I was gonna be able to do was detach myself and come here and be on some, yeah, man, this and that. But when I actually thought about it, when I actually thought about the actuality and what the fuck was going on. When I actually thought about the real and what the fuck going on, god damn, boy, that shit heavy. That shit heavy, boy. Hey, man, it's real life, man, but I ain't gonna disinfect the day, man. So today, man, would have been Mama's 74th birthday, I believe. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, my math ain't always the best, but I think today would have been Mama's 74th birthday if I could do some counting. But yeah, I thought, okay, last night, after we did the video, I was like, I'm gonna do one for Mama in the morning. And I was preparing myself, and I felt like I could approach it and be detached from the emotion. But somebody lied to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody inside of here lied to me. Yeah, man, check this out. We got Mr. Main off in here showing love. He was close to Mama. He always kept Mama, you know what I'm saying, on his radio show and checked on and showed her and Pops love. R.I.P. to Pops. And Mr. Main says, long live the legendary queen of the trill. Mama Wes, UGK for life. Happy birthday, Mama. Long live the legendary Pimp C and Pops. UGK for life, free young pimp. Beautiful words. And he contributed a $5 soup. Before we even got started, we had Brandon Tillery off in here, R.I.P. Mama West, and Chad Butler. Crown Hezeleo with a $5 soup. Then we had Jesus Trevino off in here, long live Mama West, with a $5 soup. I'ma round it off. And then Taylor Ray came through. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Trillcast. I got something special for y'all today. We're gonna go back down memory lane. We're gonna go back down memory lane in tribute to Mama. And let me just say this right here. From beginning to the end, it was a pleasure and an honor. From start to the end, it was a pleasure and an honor. But the way this thing started, I was taking the initiative as a solo artist to get back cracking on my music after taking a long hiatus. And to jump to speed, I landed in DMD studio, shaking off the rust, doing some recordings or whatever. But these recordings had no real identity of where they were gonna go. It was just me getting back in the practice of recording, bumping into many different artists from Houston and artists in Port Arthur, so forth and so on. My homeboy Jay Will gave me the keys, you know what I'm saying? Not actually the keys, but the green light and the entry to be at the studio, you know, as much as I wanted to. That was our relationship. R.I.P. to him. But during that time, I bumped back into some brothers that I grew up with who had moved on and started doing music in different places. And he and I, talking to those brothers, we're talking about taking trips to Atlanta, LA, so forth and so on, just pressing forward with the music because he was pushing two artists, Ricky Diamonds and a R&B singer named Chris. So now he actually put me on the menu also to start including me in the conversation. But as we all know, he wound up passing away. So before he passed away, we had been linking with Heavenly Wes about actually taking that LA trip also. So after he passed, I was like, I don't think I want to take that trip because my life was upside down. It was just so much going on. But Avery guided me day in, day out. You still need to take this trip. Long story short, he coached me into getting my mind right. He coached me into elevating my thoughts and to changing some of the patterns of my life that was very beneficial to me. And I'll forever be in his debt for that. So long story short, I flew to Cali. And while I flew to Cali, we had some things going on back home that was falling apart. So I had to cut my trip short. I think I maybe stayed 4 or 5 days. But during that time, we were attending parties and clubs and this and that, this and that. But the recording process, I had to put my foot down and let the individuals know, look, my life is very serious. And I didn't come out here to party and play. I came out here to record. So long story short, within a short period of time, I recorded over 30 to 40 freestyles and maybe 7 to 8 written songs. And then I came back home. Well, they were able to take out of the 30 or 40 freestyles and turn them into a project which began my entry into the mixtape game called DC1, Dome Call Volume 1. You remember it, those who were able to. It was a cover with girls all on it, and that wasn't no Photoshop. This was a cover with actual girls at a photo shoot that, you know, I did in Houston with my homie Titus at my uncle's shop. Well, out there during the process of me putting that mixtape together from start to finish, sitting there with the graphic designer, only thing I didn't have to do was the mixing and mastering of it and putting it together. Avery and Wes were the surgeons that did that. And I'm in gratitude for them starting me off with that. A very crispy sounding, professional quality project that I hit the streets with once it was all put together. But I overseen every other step after that. The graphics, me and the guy sat at the car lot and designed it. It was crazy. Back then, graphics took a lot more than what it does now. Like, we actually did the graphics in 2 different cities. Some of it in Houston, some of it in Port Arthur. End of that, get it pressed up. I hit the streets. I'm out in the streets. I don't know what my angle or what I'm doing. All I know is I'm pushing my product and I'm headstrong and I'm focused. So while I'm out there pushing my product, different players that I know are pulling up, strangers are pulling up, and it's a beautiful outcome. It's a beautiful, how could I say, array of people coming and showing me support. But one of the main sales that took place that day changed my life forever. One of the main sales that day changed my life forever. And it never felt as if this was just a certain sale that, you know, changed the direction of my life. It was just a homie I knew, homie Riley B. Riley B happened to be Pimp C's baby mama brother. I bought my first key from my baby mama brother, cooked it up myself, you know what I mean? So baby mama brother, my homie Riley B. I know him from the streets. What's up, man? He pull up and he different. You know what I mean? He more poised and he on some grown man shit. And he watching me and he like, man, you okay? You put that together? I'm like, yeah, yeah. He like, let me get one. Then he come back, he like, let me get another one. I ain't thinking nothing of it. Appreciate you, my nigga. I'm still out there whoop, whoop, wop, wop, doing my thing. Whoop, whoop, wop, 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 wop. Then all of a sudden, he tells me, you ever met? I'm like, who is Mama Wes? He say, Pimp C Mama. I'm like, nah. And I'm wondering, like, why would I need to meet her? And I'm not thinking like that in no disinfectful way. I'm thinking that I don't want no nigga from the street meet my mama. You know what I mean? That's how I was thinking, on some protection type shit. But he like, nah, look, I let her hear your music, this and that, this and that. I told her what you was out there doing and she want to meet you. I'm like, what she do with the music? He like, man, she used to be on the road with them, this and that, this and that. I say, wow. I say, hell yeah, let's do that. You know what I mean? So he set it up. So I kept grinding, you know what I mean? Couple days, boom. Now it's time to go to her house. Went to her house and sat down and chopped it up with her. I told her everything I had going on. And she asked me about who's my team, like what team of people that I have together that's making all these moves. And I said outside of the producers, me. And she was blown away. She was impressed. So we discussed what we're gonna do and how we're gonna get started in management and all that type of stuff. And I didn't know what that entailed because I was just street nigga turned fucking with the music, trying to see what it's gonna do. You know what I mean? But I think I seen a soup come through here. Let me acknowledge that. I seen that green. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Mr. Main back though with a green suit. I appreciate that, man. So we're gonna go on down the line with it. So basically, I go sit down with Mama, you know what I mean, and we talk about the management thing. And Riley B plugged it, you know what I mean. So we did some local stuff. We did some local shows. I remember we did one big local show with a homie that had Bun on it, Flip. Hey, listen, this thing was packed with underground kings. It had Bun on it, Flip, Zero, shit. Half of Houston was on that motherfucker. Nah, Bun, Flip, and Zero, I think, was the headliners. Then the rest was us local openers in Port Arthur at a real nice club. You know what I mean? I know cats remember that because it was pretty packed. At the time, Flip was actually the headliner for some reason. He was hot. He had that Flip Game Over. He had that record, and he was really hot at the time. And so me and Mama fell off in there, and that's a whole other story in itself. So me and Mama fell off in there. That was some of the first things we did. The next things we did was more hole-in-the-wall type clubs. You know what I mean? I started introducing her to the network of people I had then started building up, and she started introducing me to her network, which her network was industry. I had no expectations. I didn't know what to expect. But she started tying me in with Greg Street, other people in Houston. And so she said she has a promo day for us laid out where we're going to Dallas for a couple of days and we're going to do some things. We're going to hit some underground radio stations and we're going to connect with Greg Street and we're going to go to the major radio stations. Now, the only problem was my singles were okay, but my singles were not powerful enough to drive us through where these people were trying to open doors for us. Like if timing and everything came together, like if the singles were really powerful, the connections we had, it would have meshed together like a perfect marriage. Because at the time, Greg Street was the man. Greg Street was the man out in Dallas, you know what I mean? And then some of the places we went to in Houston on the relationship, they was willing to take the records and, you know, give them half a spin. It was people like Mean Green in Houston. It was another guy out of Houston at the time. He was DJing a real big club and Mama, him, and Pimp, they had a real good relationship. So he played the song for me in this big club a couple times, which was a great feeling because I had never had my songs played in such a big club. I hate that his name is not popping off in my head because he deserved that glory. So he played it in a big club a couple of times, and that was very cool. But we planned this Dallas trip. Now, it was me, RIP to Pops, Mama, and Pops. I don't remember if I had any assistants at that time. I think it was just because I remember doing a lot of stuff myself. So we go to Dallas and we hit a couple of underground radio stations for some quick interviews and them spinning the record. Now, at the time, the records I believe was Lax and Benz and I Can't Ball. So those were the two singles that we were pushing at the time. I can't ball with all these haters in my mix, trying to salt on my game. That was co-written by my brother Cartel. That hook was sung by Reggie Cooper, Elite Ambitions Pops. You dig? And produced by the late Robert Tatum. You dig? And so, yeah, we were pushing them, and Lax and Benz, I believe, was produced by Ricky Diamonds from DMD Studios. So we was pushing those. Listen, those records were pushed kind of major. They were all out in Atlanta. We took trips to Atlanta. We had those records circulating, but I don't think it was the right records. I don't think they were powerful enough, you know what I mean, to really take us to that next level. But the professionalism, the drive, Mama's connections, me being willing to get out there and do what's necessary, it got us way further and kept the ball rolling for a long time. So while out in Dallas, like I said, we visited the local radio stations. Some of the local radio stations, the two bigger ones, they wasn't able to play it right then and there, but they put it in the mix show, gave us a quick interview, you know what I mean? Just showing some love, not nothing super major, but opening up the doors and welcoming us and giving us t-shirts, different things like that, and showing us love. So while we were there, we went to record stores, just different things, networking, and then Street set us up with VIP at this one club. Now, at this one club, it was crazy because we went from networking with different people to in this main club where DSR was there. Big Tuck, and I met George Lopez, G-Lo, and Big Tuck and some other members of DSR. I don't remember if I bumped into Tum Tum that night, but I met Tum a little later. But it was some other members of DSR, and I chopped it up with Tuck that night. He gave me a lot of game that night, just real quick. He gave me a lot of game. Also in that club in attendance, Rec Shop had a whole VIP section with Big Mo. I think D Gotti maybe was there. I don't remember, but I remember seeing D-Rec, shook his hand. I seen Mo, chopped it up with him, shook his hand, and a few more of the players. Now, here's the kicker. At this time, T.I. is also in the club. But at the time in Dallas, Rec Shop was receiving more accolades from the club goers than T.I. Like, T.I. was hot. Don't get me wrong. He was hot. And y'all know T.I. the man. But at that time in Dallas, Rec Shop was the people that everybody was looking at. I think it may have been the whole Peel era, and they had that song. I forgot what it was called. 1, 2, boom, 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 boom. They had purple stuff and so forth and so on. But they had that one Peel song that I know everybody loved and shit. So everybody really fucking with them. You know what I mean? I forgot the name of the bitch. But everybody was fucking with Rec Shop that night, and I was moving around networking. Well, me and Mama got our section and shit, and I'm not really doing much driving, but I'm doing a whole lot of walking up to people, shaking hands, getting business cards, giving away DJ copies, introducing myself, so forth and so on. I'm working. Since I've been in Dallas, when we arrived that day, I had been working all the way throughout the day, all the way throughout the night. So now we're at the club. Now I'm working the club. I also was in the parking lot by myself, plastering flyers on people, windshield, so forth and so on. That's how I bumped into G-Lo, because he was out there doing the same thing. He told me about their movement, this and that, this and that. I talked to Tuck. He told me about their movement, this and that. Blah, blah, blah. Boom. So we now in the club. Mama like, boy, sit down. Can you take a break? And I'm like, Mama, what's up? So Street shouting us out. It's just popping in my head. Street shouting us out. Yeah, we got Hezeleo over there. He played I think he played the record like half of, from the beginning to probably about the mid, played it. He found another time, he played it again from beginning to the mid. Yeah, that was Hezeleo. Now looking back, it was really just doing Mama a favor. He didn't really think the records was strong enough. And shit, I don't take no offense to it. I get it. You know what I mean? At that time, you had big records going out from like I said, Rec Shop, T.I. You had the whole DSR movement. So he played half of the song. But what he did do, he set me and Mama up with this VIP, and he kept shouting us out. But then he sent us like 12 shots of dark. He sent us 12 shots of, I think it was like Crown or some shit. 12 shots of dark liquor, Crown. Mama told him I drink beer. He sent 2 buckets of beer. But it's only me, Mama, and Pops. And people coming to, hey man, boom, 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 UGK, this and that, this and that. People coming to meet Mama, people coming to meet me. And Mama like, sit down. Help me drink this shit, boy. I'm like, we can't drink all that shit. Don't we got other shit to do? She said, we're not doing nothing else tonight. We've been working all day. I say, Pops, you driving, right? Pops like, yeah, I'm gonna carry you out there. Pops like, yeah. This is how Pops used to be. Boy, just have you a good time. I'm gonna carry you there. You've been working all day. I'm gonna carry you there. I look at Mama, I look at Pops, I say, man, nigga, I start boom, boom, boom. Nigga, I start knocking the motherfucking shots out. Before you do it, nigga, me and Mama in that motherfucking club, cockeyed in the motherfucker. Nigga, me and Mama in that motherfucker. I don't know. I'm new in the game. I wouldn't have did that shit like later on in life. But at that time, Greg Street, shout out to Greg Street. He was looking out for us and shit. Ain't nobody was fucking with us. It was just me, Mama, and Pops. People were showing us love. I felt like we had security. We didn't even need security. That's how much love the people had for us and shit. So me and Mama sat there and got white boy wasted. Out of the 2 buckets of beer, I may have consumed. I probably gave away 2 bottles, but I consumed the whole 2 buckets of beer, and the 12 shots between me, Mama, and maybe 1 or 2 more people. We knocked all the motherfuckers out. And as you know, we was wasted. You know what I mean? So we got to the car. Thanks Street. Street said he was gonna call us in the morning because he was gonna send us to a couple of more underground radio stations, and then the Kwanzaa Fest. So after me and Mama, we got up late. You know what I mean? So Mama hit me at the hotel, and she was like, okay, we going to this Kwanzaa Fest thing. And I'm like, what is that? I had no idea what a Kwanzaa Fest was. But in Dallas, the Kwanzaa Fest is like a big festival, black festival and shit, where they have entertainers come out, they have vendor booths, and it's a big ass festival. It's huge. And so I'm still like, okay, boom, I could pass around CDs, but I got a hangover. I could pass out flyers. And then Mama said, Alicia Keys supposed to be there. Boy, I'm like, back then, okay, I ain't never been no groupie ass nigga, but back then, I was obsessed with Alicia Keys. I was fucked up behind Alicia Keys. You know what I mean? I ain't never told nobody. I just knew when I met her, I had a whole lot to tell her. I probably would have scared the shit out of her because I was fanning out. I was straight up fanning out. I was on some fanatic shit. And I say, she gonna be there? Mama like, yeah, I got dressed. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's go. We go stop at some underground radio station. I ain't even worrying. I ain't even tripping. They do what they do, and then we hear on the radio, one of the radio stations we had went to, Mike Jones is there. And Mike Jones, back in the day, they was giving Mike Jones this interview, and he was very confident. He was saying how he freestyled this and that, this and that. And the radio station let Mike Jones freestyle live on the air. And I'm going to be honest with you. He wrecked the shit out that motherfucker. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. On our way to the Kwanzaa Fest, we did not turn that station. Mike Jones was on that motherfucker shouting out that goddamn number, 281-330-8004, whatever. That nigga was shouting that motherfucking number out and told them people he could freestyle. And man, them people like, well, come on with, man, that nigga started wrecking that hoe. I promise, nigga, they ain't even cut to no commercial. Mike Jones on that bitch. Straight Benny. Mike Jones. That nigga was on that bitch wrecking. I say, damn. And he ain't curse. He ain't curse. And after that, man, that nigga Dallas fan base was incredible. They were fucking with that nigga heavy. So boom, we make it to Kwanzaa Fest. We get off in there. It's a big old like a civic center. And we get off in that thing, and me and Mama walking and shit. And I hear motherfucking Alicia Keys. I'm thinking it's on the radio. On the PA system. I'm tall. I look through the crowd. Dog, Alicia Keys is over through a plethora of people. I'm talking about damn near 400, 500, 600 people. But she over towards the corner playing a motherfucking white piano. Don't let me back it on. Baby, I want you. Been told, hey, she was telling me she wanted me. I say, Mama, I gotta get over there, Mama. I got to see her, Mama. I just got to get a closer glimpse. Mama say, boy, get a hold of yourself. You're fanning out, nigga. She say, easy, you out of character. I say, I know. I say, but Pops, you got Mama. Pops got Mama. I say, I got to go, nigga. I bust through the motherfucking crowd like on that motherfucking movie with Whitney Houston and The Bodyguard, nigga. I bust through that bitch, nigga. I bust through that motherfucker running in slow motion and shit, mushing niggas in the face, pushing motherfucking baby strollers out the motherfucking way, nigga. I'm talking about head first in that motherfucker. I'm trying to go see that pretty yellow motherfucker. God damn, nigga. I ain't never been this close to meeting Alicia Keys, nigga. I'm busting through that motherfucker like Emmett Smith about that motherfucker. Nigga, I'm looking like Ezekiel motherfucking Munchie Cheese, nigga. Hey, that nigga look like a Munchie Cheese. Nah, I'm busting through that bitch, nigga. I'm trying to get through that motherfucker. Nigga, all of a sudden the goddamn piano stopped playing and the crowd going crazy and she's saying thank you and I'm about 50 people away. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I get close, but I just want to see her and tell her something. And after I buzz through the goddamn crowd, now I'm about 25 people away and she waving like the motherfucking Queen of England and two big old niggas and a couple more people get by and take her out the motherfucking back door. By the time I get through the crowd, she done went out the back. I was sad than a motherfucker. I went through all that shit and didn't even get to get a close-up of her. I don't know what I was gonna do when I got up to. You know what I mean? But it was my chance. I was fanning out. Then I had to go back through them people, all them people I had then stepped on foot and pushed and elbowed and kneed a little baby and all. I had to go back through them people. Excuse me, ma'am. Pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. Please. No. I meant no disinfect. Please don't jump me and stump me, sir. I heard you were notorious for that type of activity, but please, sir, I was fanning out. I had no control of myself. And them people let me back through the crowd and shit. And I went back over there and Mama say, so did you get to see her? I say, no, she had to went out the back door by the time I got close. Mama grabbed boy, bring your ass here, boy. and we moved around in the Kwanzaa Fest, introducing ourselves to people and shit, but I ain't get no motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck we was meeting. Nigga, I missed my chance meeting Alicia Keys, nigga. I don't even want to push the singles no more, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zeus Trevino, man, yeah, that 999 lit to the motherfucker. That big pretty yellow 999 jump up. But man, look, man, I don't even want to push the motherfucking singles no more, man. Nigga, it's thousands of people there. Nigga, I should be networking my motherfucking ass off. But I'm hung over. You know what I mean? I done wasted all my energy running through the crowd, disinfecting people and shit, and I ain't even get to see her 5 to 10 feet away. But yeah, man, so that's one of the most major events before, you know what I mean, Pimp coming home. Mama had put together for us. She put together multiple events for us from Louisiana on back, you know what I mean, Houston, Atlanta, just all kind of places. While a lot of people thought, you know what I mean, a nigga was sitting around doing nothing, me and Mama was moving around. Me and Mama was in that big 4x4 Dodge. We was in that Toyota Solera. Every vehicle, we was in them things, go and make it happen. Rental cars, we would go and make it happen. Most of the time, me and Pops was driving. You know what I mean? And we had a beautiful time, man. We had a beautiful time. And we made it all the way into the point till Pimp came home. And by that time, we was thick as thieves. You know what I mean? So it would only be right that on her birthday, you know what I mean, I think she would have been 74 today, for me to come and share with y'all, you know, some of the history and some of the beautiful moments we had. And I think on her birthday today, God would have spared her and Pimp to be here. I'm sure we would have had a glorious gathering. I'm sure Ed would have been barbecuing them candy red, them candy ribs. I'm sure Mama would have had that big gumbo pot ready. You know what I mean? And I'm sure it would have been plenty of love and plenty of people there that we loved and cared about. And we would have been having big cake, big ice cream, big beer, big liquor, boy. Everybody would have been laughing and having a good time. The kids would have been safe to move around and do what they do. And all the players and all the ladies would have been able to sit there and enjoy the laughter and the love. Because that's what it was about. That's what UGK Records was. That's what the UGK Record Posse family was. At one point in time, we had captured love. We had captured unity. We had captured family. We had captured a brotherhood. And she was the mother of all the brothers and sisters. And that's why everybody called her mother and mama. And that's why right now today, you have a multitude of people whose hearts are heavy, who are remembering her, you know what I mean? And I salute you all. I salute you all, because I know how you're feeling. Because we all was there. You know what I mean? We all was there, always in peace and harmony and laughter, being taken care of by our small community. We had a small community. And it was of the likes of black, white, Mexican, men, women, children, DJs, rappers, producers, regular people. You know what I mean? We ain't discriminating. And we took everybody in. Nerds, geeks, gangsters, killers, you know what I mean? Hustlers. The whole small community consisted of every walk of life that meshed together really well. You know what I mean? And that's what the UGK family was. The UGK posse. The UGK records. You know what I mean? Now, if anybody see it different, they wasn't on the inside of that. They was not on the inside of that. Because if they was on the inside of that, they would see it just like I just described it. And then you can ask any one of the members that was on the inside of that. They'll tell you the same. Even though we was moving around doing record business, it never felt like record business. It felt like family having fun. And the record business was just something we were doing. Ultimately, we were locked in with each other, looking out for each other. What we became after the fact, just like the movie Soul Food, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, much love and happy Heavenly Birthday to Mama. Let me see who off in here. I'm going to show some love, you know what I mean? We had Brandon Tillery come through here real early, saluting Pimp and Mama. We had Jesus Trevino come through here saluting Mama, long live Mama, with a beautiful suit. Mr. Maine, he saluted the whole UGK posse family, Pops, Mama and Pimp, and Free Young Pimp with a beautiful suit. And then Taylor Ray come through with a beautiful $9.99 soup with a heart, and that's beautiful. Yeah, Brandon Tillery, life is short. I love you all. Hug your family today. Tell them you love them. From my family to each one of yours. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Mr. Maine, much love and respect to you, Brandon Tillery, and God bless you. Amen. V Trio, what it is, man. Just enjoying this Sunday, you know what I mean? Reminiscing, man. Reminiscing. Lightyear, what it is. Yeah. Mr. Maine back though. Another suit, you know what I mean? Maurice Hood come through. Everything good, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Game Over. That was the name of the record. Big Coop. Yeah, Big Coop was on that record. Big Pill Popper. Top Damn Dropper. I forgot the name of that. What was that name of that record by Rex Shop? If you feel, I hear it. It was that pill popping record. What was the name of that motherfucker? But yeah. The African Festival. That's what that is. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, boy, I don't know if I want to know Kagogi. I was just fanning out. Some Kagogi there. I could have died. Nigga, after I would have got that Kagogi, I could have died. Life accomplished. I'm dead. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just was fanning out. I was fucked up behind leash keys back then. I wanted that pretty motherfucker. Fuck y'all talking about, boy. I wanted that motherfucker. God damn. But yeah. Stephanie Romeo, let me see. R.I.P. to Mama. She seemed like a very awesome person. Oh, very warm, very accepting. Like, Mama would open her house up and open her arms up to, man, anybody and everybody, man. Do you know how many characters have sat at that table across from Mama while she was in her chair, spinning around, giving them great conversation and listening to them? You know what I mean? She was an ear for so many people, dog. It used to be sickening sometimes. I'd just walk in and shit, and it'd be somebody sitting in that chair telling their story. See, I was on the moon, you see what I'm saying? And when I fell off the moon, I come down here to Earth, and yeah, Mama, I'm just trying to get a record deal. And Mama would be like, baby. Well, we'll see what we can do. Get your bitch ass out here. That's what I'm really thinking. Like, get your bitch ass out of here, crazy ass. You know what I mean, man? But she used to entertain everybody. She just had a heart like that. She was fearless. Like, all kind of people sat in that chair. All kind of people came to that door. Unsuspected, unannounced, just showing up. You know what I mean? Some of it was good business. Some of it was a bunch of bullshit. Great business. Some of it was a bunch of bullshit, but mama still entertained it, and I wasn't like that. I couldn't just be hearing everything. Like at some point in time, I had to turn my ears off some of the bullshit that'll be coming through. But yeah, let me see. Stephanie Romel, yep. Very warm. Maurice Hood, who taught mama how to network and be a manager. Shit. It was a demand. It was a demand. Her son was Pimp C. His partner was Bun B, and their music was great, and it took off. And they had a manager that didn't treat them so well, and she got tired of seeing them boys being mishandled, and she stepped in. She basically was a mother consoling. But being a mother consoling, she realized she had to take care of business and help her children, Pimp and Bun, you know what I'm saying, not get screwed over. She didn't do it for the money. She did it because she wanted to protect them. And that's how she became Mama Wes, the manager. She learned as she went. And she went toe-to-toe with the best of them. She called gangsters, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? But she was an educator. She was a very educated woman. She wasn't no woman with bad communication, or she was a very well educated woman. You know what I mean? She spoke with grace. She spoke with big words. She was very articulate, but she also knew how to cuss your motherfucking ass out if it came down to it. If it came down to it. Know what I'm talking about? Plenty of niggas been called hoe ass niggas. You know what I mean? She put it on niggas' ass. Yeah. And like I say, went toe to toe with the best of them. Let me see. Jesus Trevino, do you have a funny Pimp and Mama Wes memory? Oh, all the time. All the time. Yeah, all the time. But that's on a different date. Let me see. Glorious Hustle. I like that. I'm a little late. I'm here for you, Hezeleo. Love and blessings to the UGK family, include Mama Wes and Pimp. Amen. All the time. All the time. And then we got, let me see, LTC, Book Sack Man. Yeah. Happy Cake Day to Mama Wes. R.I.P. and rest up, Pimp C. Thanks for all the songs and memories, many speakers. Let me see if mine have been blown by UGKRecords. Understood. Yeah, man. What I like to do sometime, because I'm compartmentalizing. I like to go to section of my memory and grab the things that come together and go together. So on maybe a later Trillcast, you know what I mean, that'll be the subject. But I will, because you Jesus Trevino, because it's you, I'm gonna give you one, okay? You know you special for me to do this here. For me to do this one right here, you know you special. Okay, here it is. We in some part of Mississippi, and Pimp been on a high horse. He been talking crazy to niggas. He just been having a good time. Everything is hold up in church and tabernacle. You know what I mean? And he's at a point where he don't feel like taking no shit from the promoters. He ain't putting up with no shit. He agitated. And so we go to this little club. And when we go to the club to do the sound check, the damn sound, they got all these big ugly ass speakers and shit, but they ain't got the sound equipment that they had on the list. And so Pimp decided, even though we got the front end, we ain't got the back end, but we ain't doing the show. We at the damn hotel, you know what I mean? We at the hotel, we done went to the club, but Pimp decided, man, fuck that shit. We ain't doing the show. The goddamn sound equipment is some bullshit. So he tell us we ain't doing the show. Now, normally, I would call Mama and be like, Mama, look, this the move Pimp making, because she kind of had me out there on some shit like that too. But that's why he used to be mad at me sometimes, because he knew I was on some, man, be good, nigga. You know what I mean? We the same age, but I'm on some big brother shit. Like, man, come on, man. Like, I'm trying. You know what I mean? It wasn't no easy thing to do, and anybody will tell you. The only person I heard used to be able to kind of get him to move a certain way was Big Mun from Middle Fingers. He was the only one kind of I heard could wake him up or get him to listen to Voice of Reason. I caught him off guard a few times and was able to get him to look at shit a certain angle. But most of the time he was running over a nigga, you know what I mean? So I normally would have made that call, but I didn't make the call. I was busy. Me and Bub was attacking the area, pushing and doing what we do. We was focused on that. But I didn't get around to calling Mama about nothing. And so we actually packed up and we're leaving. It was at night. We're leaving. We all in a little SUV. I'm sitting over by the door and Pimp driving and Mike Mo sitting in the front and then two people sitting next to me. Then we got another car behind us too. So while we leaving, boom, Pimp get a call and it's Mama. And she like, what are you doing, Chad? And he like, shit, nothing, this and that, this and that. And she like, I'm asking you again, what are you doing? I said nothing. Why? What you talking about? So she like, you gonna skip out on that show? He like, who told you that? Who told you I was gonna skip out on the show? I ain't skipping out on the motherfucking thing. Them hoes ain't heard my sound right, so I ain't finna blow my throat out fucking with them people. Hold up. And he like, yeah, I know who told you. She say, that's besides the point, who told me. And she say, you need to turn that damn car around, go back to that hotel, and y'all get ready to do that show. He say, I ain't doing no motherfucking show. Fuck them people. I'll come back on a later date when they got that goddamn sound right. Tabernacle. She say, you know what you are? He like, what? You know what you are? He say, what? She say, you are a whole ass nigga. She said, I can't believe it. I gave birth to a whole ass nigga. He said, you know what? You know what? I'm a whole ass nigga. Okay, Mom. I'm a whole ass nigga. You know what? You fired. You fired. Yeah, nigga. You fired. And I know who told you. I know who told you. Yeah, and I'ma handle that too. I'ma handle that too. But I ain't got nothing else to tell you. Why? Because you fired. Click. And that nigga hung up. And all of a sudden, that nigga launched an assault on me. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You been running around here like a motherfucking spy from Mama. Yeah, you Mama's boy. Yeah, I knew it. You Mama's boy. He said, but you know what? You ain't coming on the road no more. Just like I just fired her, you ain't coming on the road no more, Heezy. I said, man, what you talking about? Nigga, you ran and told. Yeah, church, nigga, you ran and told. I said, man, what the hell is you talking about? He said, you the one told Mama that we wasn't gonna do the show. That's why she calling me. I say, nigga, I ain't tell Mama shit. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because I hadn't even talked to her yet. Now, would I have told her at some point? Most likely. Most likely, yeah, I would have. Hey, Mom, this nigga on some bullshit. Nigga fucking up the money, you know what I mean? But I hadn't even got around to it. I hadn't even told her, you know what I mean? And so he say, you trying to say you ain't tell her? Nah, nigga, don't lie, nigga. Don't lie. Yeah, she fired and you fired too. When we get back to Port Arthur, nigga, you fired. I say, nigga, you can't fire me, nigga. I say, but I didn't tell her. He say, well, who told her then? Hold up. We finna see. We finna see. And you gonna be in more trouble. We finna see. That nigga called Mama back. She say, what you want, you hoe ass nigga? I thought you said I was fired. He said, yeah, you still fired, but your boy fired too. She like, what you talking about? Yeah, I know Heezy the one told you that I wasn't gonna do the show. She say, no, he didn't. He said, oh no, don't try to take up for him. She say, but he didn't tell me that. He say, well, who told you I wasn't gonna do the show? She say, Heezy ain't the one who told me. He said, well, damn, who told you then? She say, Mike Mo. Man, that nigga looked over at Mike Mo. He like, I'ma call you back. That nigga got off the phone and that nigga looked over at Mike Mo. He like, and that nigga say Heezy, my bad. And that nigga, and you know, like on that motherfucking movie, that nigga with them limited greasy fingers and shit, it's a comedy. That nigga reached his hand back there talking about my bad, trying to dap me up like this with these three fingers. Talking about my bad, my nigga. My bad, my nigga. He wouldn't listen. He didn't even reach back there to shake my whole hand. He reached back there with some shit like this to my bad, my nigga. Nigga shaking my hand with three fingers and shit. I'm like, man, whatever, nigga. And dog, after that nigga shook my hand. After that nigga shook my hand, boy, that nigga launched a verbal assault on Mike Mo. And nigga, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Mike sat there and took the majority of it. But then Mike started going off and they start having a personal discussion. And he talking about, Mike Mo, you fired and all this here shit. And Mike like, yeah, you know what? I need to be fired because I got some other shit I need to go do anyway. Like Mike started telling them like, nigga, okay, I'm fired. Yeah, when we get back to Houston, yeah, fuck it, I'm fired because I still got this shit to go do. I'm sitting over here running around with your motherfucking ass, trying to get the sound together for you, build your motherfucking this and that. Oh, I'm relieved? Okay, good, nigga. I'm relieved? Good. And I can see him over there thinking about, I don't know if I really want to fire this nigga, you know what I mean? But he had to hold it up. He had to hold up like, yeah, nigga, fuck you, nigga. Yeah. But then I can see him over there really thinking like, you gonna leave for real? But that shit was intense. That shit was crazy. But when I think about it, man, that shit was funny than a motherfucker. Y'all gotta ask Ed about that shit one day, because I think Ed was sitting right there in the car with us. But he showed thought. He's the toad, you know? Because that was the role I played. Mama told me straight up, you on a roll with that nigga. Keep that nigga ass out of trouble. And I'm thinking to myself, how the hell I'ma keep Pimp C out of trouble? But I did my best. I tried to be the voice of reason. Certain shit would go on. I tried to be like, why don't you look at it like this here? Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, funky nigga. But sometimes he'll look at a nigga and he'll think about it, then he'll just get quiet and shit. So I knew that I was effective, you know what I'm saying, sometime. But yeah, that was for you, motherfucker Jesus Trevino, man. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, let me see what it is off in this thing. And then we gonna end this chat, you know what I mean? We gonna end this chat. Yeah. Boom, there go the story. You got that story. 210, what it is, man. Maurice Hood, Sanctuary. Know what I'm talking about? Mr. Maine. Know what I'm talking about? Mr. Maine, laughing like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, Subaru Bay representing, man, at UK, man. Shout out to you, man. Maurice Hood, yeah, man. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Yeah, hey, them three fingers, that was that scary movie too. That was scary movie too. Nigga had them little three greasy ass little fingers and shit. Steve Aaron, what it is, man? Yeah. Shit. It's going down off in this thing, man. Yeah, what it is, boom. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost caught up. Yeah. We miss everyone from Mama. Let me see, yeah. We miss everyone from Mama, Pimp, Screw, everybody, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who knew the clique and everybody that we lost. Vicious, Ira P, you know what I mean? We took some blows, man, but I'm here. I'm still here to represent, man. You know, I hope y'all appreciate that, man. I'm still here to represent all the other brothers, you know, wherever they at, they representing. But, you know, I'm going to hold it down and do what I know to do. I'm going to do what I know to do. Yeah, man. Hey, Jesus Trevino. Oh, man, it's all good, man. If it wasn't for you, I probably would have not told that one. You know what I mean? I've done it before, but I got a little bit more in depth for you because you are who you are. You've been holding it down for the Trillcast, man. You had the faith that the Trillcast was going to become the Trillcast before, you know what I mean, it identified itself. You and Lightyear and Zay Sanchez and all the other brothers, you know what I mean? Y'all come in here, man, when there was a couple of people, man, and we congregated and we brotherhood. And hey, man, look at us, man. We 6 months into this thing and we representing hard and we holding it down. So today, again, would have been Mama Wes' 74th birthday. I know a lot of y'all, you know what I mean, checking out that football game, you know what I mean? I don't care for what. I'm probably going back to the gym. I don't care for what. I'm probably going back to the gym and waiting on 4 o'clock. But look, appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all always keep us all as a community and a congregation. Everybody in y'all prayers. Salute to each and every one of y'all for coming through. And if you new, go over to Blind Fairy TV on YouTube. In the community post, hit community and go and vote. I think that the contest may be over tomorrow at 8 p.m. our time, like Texas time, because I think it's like 9 Eastern their time. So maybe 8 p.m. our time. Y'all go to the community post at Blind Fairy TV. Hit community. When you hit community, it's going to be, there's a contest that's taking place right now. Vote for Hezeleo. I know we high with the numbers. We at 62%, but let's just eliminate the competition. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing personal. It is what it is. It's the Trillcast, baby. Yeah. Y'all go do that there. Y'all go do that there. Yeah, we still strong with it, man. Free Young Pimp. Let me see. Hey, man, why you stop posting new songs on YouTube and streaming? Hard to share new songs with the people. Shit. Man, I post the new songs every time. The links be inside the videos. You know what I mean? But what's happening is Trillcast is special. I put the songs on Bandcamp first. So the Trillcast are the first people that can go get them because they the ones who know about them. Then I put them on iTunes and all the other platforms. So you missing out when you look inside the description of these videos and it says new song. I've been dropping a new song every month. You see what I'm saying? So go to that Bandcamp link, click that link, and go get the new song. Right now, I'm debating which song I'm dropping this month. It's out of 2 songs. Was out of 3, but I'm going to have to figure it out. It's either the song with me and Tum Tum, a song with me and Cartel, or this other song. But I drop a song every month. So for the Trillcast, these songs are placed on Bandcamp, and I do a promotion letting everybody know the song is available. Go and get it. And I hint up to that point in time. So always look in the description of these videos and you'll see the links that go straight to the Bandcamp and you can go check out all those records. You know what I mean? But again, all the records are always on iTunes and all the other digital platforms, Pandora, Amazon, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? I can't stress that enough. And I appreciate the support. And please always go to that Bandcamp and show some love and get the records, man. The links are always in the descriptions of these videos. This link hasn't been placed yet because I do it after the fact. Can you dig it? Sometime before. But you can click on any video and look in the description and you'll see the link. But yeah, appreciate everybody who came through. Know I'm talking about. Texas Flanagan, what it is, man. We about to clock out. Easy, that song with Billy Cook is a banger. Which one? I need to know which one. Fire or Candy? Yeah, Flanagan. Yeah, Flanagan. I love it and I want some more of it. But look, which one you talking about, Sabiro? Oh, yeah, Candy Cars. I love that Candy Cars. And then me and Billy Cook did that Fire. I love that one too. But look, man, y'all stay up. Share the video. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to do what it's going to do. Long live the pimp and HBD. Happy heavenly birthday to Mama Wes. Free young pimp. And y'all stay up. I might come back later because I just got the email in Ratso cousin. The lady built up the confidence to go ahead and tell us about Ratso cousin. So if y'all want me to come back later and read y'all the story about Ratso cousin, y'all either put some rat emojis. Put some rat emojis up in this thing if y'all want me to come back and tell y'all the story about Ratso cousin. She went on and emailed me the whole story. And I'm going to read it to y'all if y'all want me to. Now, we could hold it now. It's on y'all. Uh-oh, Maurice Hood. Mama, forgive me, mama. Forgive me, mama. Forgive me, mama. But them boy putting the rats in here. Them boy want to hear about Ratso cousin, man. Hey, I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna bullshit you. This is some out of sight bullshit. I thought Ratso and Ratso Jr. was on some bullshit. Boy, Ratso cousin, the fool, yeah. Ratso cousin, the fool, yeah, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Say, bro. Ratso cousin, the fool, yeah. V-Trill, I ain't even bullshit, man. When I read that shit, I say, God damn it, man. I say, boy, these people, when they hear this shit, but yeah, let me quit. I get it. So I will be back. V-Trill, appreciate that soup. Mama, I ain't mean no disinfect. We love and miss you. I ain't mean no disinfect, but I was waiting on this Ratso story to come. I didn't know if the lady was going to go ahead and do it, but she went on and emailed me the entire story, man, and I'm going to tell you straight up. Y'all come back at 7:30. Y'all come back at 7:30, man. You don't want to miss this. It's a damn shame. But yeah, man. Hey, appreciate everybody, man. It's your boy, Hezeleo. Go vote at Blind Fury TV. Go to the Bandcamp link, get the music. I'm out, man.